What's up, everybody? This is Chris from CTJ bringing you guys a exclusive deck profile. This is actually going to be coming from Thomas, one of our teammates. How you doing, Thomas?
Good. How you guys doing?
This is your World Tournament deck, which is very annoying to play against.
Yeah. It's
you want to explain what this leader does?
the leader is actually really cool. One of my favorite things on why I decided to pick it. I wanted to actually play the announcer just because why not? When you throw it on the table, everyone goes announcer. Like, is actually you can play any color because no card in this deck has a specified color cost. That's actually one of this guy's ability, which makes him really, really nice. And then every time on the front side you play a World Tournament card, once per turn you get to go ahead and draw a card, which is nice. So it kind of always keeps you on a level basis with hand size and cards. So he's really, really nice. And then I can't remember 100% on the Awaken.
That's what the Awaken does. Card attack, you draw one, and you choose 2 battle cards with World Tournament. And each gain 5k for the duration of the turn, and then you negate this for the game. So
Yeah.
that's like when you're going for game, basically.
Yeah, and we'll get into like where that really comes into play later on the line, but we're going to go ahead and actually move this guy to the side, and we'll go ahead and start showing you. First thing that I actually like to run, because these actually help you out tremendously, is the World Tournament. If you get this in your opening hand, it's great. You throw it out there for nothing for free.
Yeah, it's
you
zero.
You draw a card, and on top of that, you go ahead and give 2 cards in your battle area plus 5,000 for the duration of the turn. You can do that once a turn.
You only run 3 of those?
I do only run 3.
I feel like you get one of those every game, turn 1.
They're real, like your hand size and stuff comes up. It's really good. Second guy I'd like to go ahead and run is actually Toughened Up Chaozu, which he's nothing by himself. Like, he's a blocker for 1,000 for 1. But if you have Toughened Up Krillin with him, he's actually pretty insane. So you go ahead, play Toughened Up Chaozu, and then you can go ahead and play Toughened Up Krillin, which is this guy.
Okay.
And the cool thing is if Toughened Up Chaozu is in play, Krillin gets plus 5,000 and critical for the duration turn. And if Toughened Up Krillin is in play with Chaozu, Chaozu gets plus 14,000 power for the duration of the turn as well.
So he becomes a 24k blocker, and
he becomes a 15k blocker. He becomes a 20k critical.
You said
14,000 plus the 1,000.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm blind.
So that entire thing, it's actually really insane. And
that's deep.
This is where the World Tournament comes into play. You go ahead and tap this, make him 25, make him 20. So early on game with that, and like I said, just for playing one of them, you get another card from your World Tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a start of the game. That's not exactly something you want to run into, like really early on.
That's really annoying.
So
what else we got?
Some of the other things. And also, by the way, the Chaozu does allow you to go ahead and draw 1 card as well when you play it.
Really?
He does also give you. So he gives you another card. World Tournament gives you a card, so that's 2 cards back in your hand. The other one I play these. These end up becoming more mana than anything else. I run 4 because I like to get them in my opening hand, and since nothing has a really specified color cost, it doesn't really hurt to run. If you go ahead and play this guy out, especially on turn 1, your opponent has to discard a card right off the bat. So instead of starting off with 6, they start off with 5. So they already start off the game with a hand disadvantage, which is nice.
Yeah, that's aggravating.
So it's just one of those things. It's like a pest killer 1-drop, like really right in the start type of thing. Mm-hmm. So that's where those guys kind of come into play. Another thing I like to run, and these guys are really, really good, are the Announcer Ever Curious. Everybody hates these guys because there are 2 different versions of them. There is actually this one, which allows you to scry 7, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And when you
look at that foil on top, though, 'cause that's a pretty baby.
So when you go ahead and you look at the top 7 cards, you can pick a World Tournament card, go ahead and put it in your hand and play it. That's what he does for the 1,000. Then you got the other one. This is where confusion comes into play. This pretty much a World Tournament announcer for 1 again, except
this is the negate, right?
Yeah, this is the negate, but you can kind of see, where some confusion, where his arm is up versus his arm is down. But yeah, when you go ahead and negate this card, the thing that's actually really nice is right in here during your turn when you play this card.
2 or more cards in your battle area you draw 2.
Yeah, so he allows you to go ahead and put
your
2 cards in his
hand.
hand.
Because it's in your battle area.
Correct. So all you have to do is have him in your world, so you go ahead and draw 2 right off the bat.
Okay.
The other one I like to play, and this is actually a negate for this, which is Heroic Duo Videl. I do not actually run the Gohan with this. I feel like there's no need, but Videl is always just good. Go ahead and pop it for, down for 1. Get to play a card out there, puts another card in the field, and negates it, so it's really nice. I only run 1 of her, because if you get her early on, she's really good, but later on, she really doesn't have much of a purpose.
Yeah.
You go ahead and pay the 1. She bounces back to your hand every turn, but you can go ahead and power her up too. So it's just like a nice little extra annoyance card in there that just works. And especially if you get this next card in your hand, go ahead and pop her for 1, and then combo for 1 if you got 2. Go ahead and give her. Go ahead and give that Pan double strike. And then, if you choose 1 card in your life and add it to your hand with Pan, she gains plus 10,000 power. So she'll become a 15, 25, swinging for double strike for 2, which is something really, really nice that you could run. Like I said, if you can go ahead and get her, great.
She's like $5 right now.
Yeah,
I think I have one.
She's really, really good, really, really neat. These guys are actually really cool. Awkward Situation Trunks. Cool thing about it is he allows, if you play him out for 2, he allows you to play the Otutsuki for free, and then when you play him for free, you pop him, and then you can go ahead and destroy one of your opponent's battle cards. It doesn't ignore barriers, so that's a little annoying on that, but at the same time, for a 2-drop, you get a 4-drop.
Which one do you pop?
You pop the Otutskis, and you keep Trunks out there, so you pay 2, play him, pop him, destroy one of your opponent's battle cards right off the bat. So that's what those are really good for. That's just a nice combo that you can go ahead and run. Next that I have with this World Tournament is obviously your super combos, which are, again, 2. So they're really, really good. Just basic like anything with it. You know, 4 or less life. Get
5 or
10,000.
less?
Yep, 5 or less.
Oh.
I thought it was a 4 or less, I'm sorry. So with 5 or less, so it's a little bit better than your average, and then you get to draw 1 and gets plus 10,000 for the duration of the turn, which is really, really nice. Debating on running more of these guys. I don't have a lot, but I tend to get them pretty frequently, which is nice. Which is Test of Strength, Son Goku.
I've seen that in every game that you've ever played against me with that card.
So when you go ahead and play this guy out, it's really neat because he allows you to go ahead and play out Test of Strength Oob for free. And when he lets you play Test of Strength Oob, the nice thing is Goku gets plus 5,000 and Oob gets plus 5,000 if I'm not mistaken, and I believe you get to place them at the bottom of their owner's decks. You get to choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards with 20,000 less and place them at the bottom, and he gains double strike.
That's a lot of value.
So I mean, right there you get for 3 you get a 20,000 double striker, plus we got that World Tournament card out from the beginning of the arena. You give him 25 double strike, and then you got critical with Oob, who's sitting at 20,000, 25,000 critical, and he places 2 cards at the bottom of your deck, your opponent's deck, which is pretty nasty for what these guys do. Coming up on the end here, a couple things. One of my favorite cards, which is one of the end gamers. If you're going up against Ballman, you're tired of all the blockers. I'm here to tell you, this guy is a huge relief and a good answer for it. If you play him out and Supreme Showdown Son Goku is not in the play, you get to go ahead and play him off for free if you pop a card. You have to pop a card, which is where a lot of the little 1-drop guys come from. So going back into it, like if you'll have your announcers or Videl and things that you don't really, have a purpose for after they kind of do what they need to do, you just pop it and then you go ahead and throw out Supreme Showdown Son Goku.
These cards are really nice looking too. Like, just look at these cards.
And then when you go ahead and you do that, they both gain 10,000 from each other, so you bring them up to 35,000 apiece. The Majin Vegeta negates blocker as well, so your opponent can't activate blocker, but you can activate counters. So you still have a little competition to go up against.
They're both triple strike as well.
Yep, and both triple strike, 35,000. Activate the World Tournament Arena, bring them up to 40. World Tournament Announcer, bring them up to 45. 45 apiece is going to go ahead and swing a triple strike. Good luck.
That's not fun. And then, do you know what would make this deck more ferocious?
Yeah, this
guy, if you only had
the one thing that everybody
the Seed
wants.
of the Future card. Oh, look at that! You actually have it.
Yeah, I do have this one. I actually don't play this as much as I would like to play it because usually by the time I get a chance to play it, I've already played out the Majin Vegeta and Supreme Showdown Son Goku. This is almost like a last resort if the triple strike and from Supreme Showdown Son Goku and the Majin Vegeta don't hit. But if they don't, go ahead next turn for 6. If you can go ahead and make it happen.
So this card, double attack. I mean, dual attack, double strike. It becomes a 6. It's a 6 drop basically. This card attacks. Choose one card from each of your opponent's life and energy and place them at the bottom of the deck. So every swing. So even if it gets negated, the auto still goes through. So they still have to take a life.
Which is really, really mean. It's really nice.
And an energy.
Yeah, this guy is actually really mean. Like I said, I don't get to play it as much as I would like to because it's a really cool looking card, and I feel like it's really underestimated. If you can go ahead and play that guy and get that guy out, especially for close to an end game, 9 times out of 10, I don't see too many ultimates last over 1 turn, but that's really all you need with this guy.
Yeah, that is that is insane. So that's Thomas's
World Tournament
deck. If you guys want to see a there will be a deck listing below in the description, so you guys can check it out. Like and subscribe. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know what decks you guys would like to see us do in the future, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Have a good one, guys. Thank you again.